The United States Army Soldier Systems Center is a military research complex and installation in Natick, Massachusetts, charged by the U.S. Department of Defense with the research and development of food, clothing, shelters, airdrop systems, and other service member support items for the U.S. military. The installation includes facilities from all the military services, not just the Army, and is configured to allow cross-service cooperation and collaboration both within the facility and with the many academic, industrial and governmental institutions in the greater Boston area. The SSC is sometimes called the Natick Army Labs, although this designation more properly refers to one of its tenant units, the United States Army Natick Soldier Research, Development and Engineering Center. The installation, the SSC, occupies 78 acres at its main Natick campus and has an additional 46 acres in neighboring communities. The main campus is located to the northwest of Natick Center and abuts upon Lake Cochituate. Employee tenant numbers total 1,957. The SSC Public Relations Office reports that the installation's FY 2006 funding totaled approximately $1 billion and that the facilities infuse more than $135 million annually into the local economy through installation salaries, utilities and local contracts. The installation commander is a U.S. Army Brigadier General, currently B.G. William E. Cole, who also serves as the Deputy Commanding General of the U.S. Army Research, Development and Engineering Command. Mission. The SSC includes facilities designed to research and test both materials, advanced technologies and human performance under simulated environmental extremes. The requirement for improved combat rations has led to groundbreaking developments in the field of food irradiation and freeze-drying techniques, improved body armor, new military parachuting technology, and enhanced military garments designed for a variety of environments are all ongoing efforts. History. Construction of the Quartermaster Research Facility at Natick, authorized by Congress in October 1949, began in November 1952. A year later, the QRF was redesignated as the Quartermaster Research and Development Center and 4 years later as the Quartermaster Research and Engineering Command. July 1961 saw the activation of the U.S. Army Research Institute of Environmental Medicine at Natick, and a year later the QREC was placed under the U.S. Army Materiel Command. In November 1962, the QREC was redesignated as Natick Laboratories, and the following year the Food and Container Institute moved to Natick. July 1967 saw the Navy Clothing and Textile Research Facility relocate to Natick. Natick Laboratories became a subordinate element to the Troop Support Command in July 1973 and was redesignated 2 years later as the U.S. Army Natick Development Center and reassigned to the AMC. The NDC was redesignated the U.S. Army Natick Research and Development Command in January 1976 and assigned to the U.S. Army Materiel Development and Readiness Command. In September 1980, the NRDC was redesignated as the U.S. Army Natick Research and AMP Development Laboratories, and 3 years later as the U.S. Army Natick Research and Development Center, a subordinate element of the U.S. Army Troop Support Command in St. Louis, Missouri. In October 1992, the NRDC was redesignated the U.S. Army Natick Soldier Research, Development and Engineering Center, still a subordinate element of the ATC. A U.S. Army Soldier Systems Command was activated at Natick in November 1994. Elements subsequently established at the SSC included the Sustainment and AMP Readiness Directorate and Product Manager Soldier Support. Elements subsequently relocated to Natick included the Clothing and Services Office and Product Manager Force Provider. The Sustainment and AMP Readiness Directorate became the Integrated Material Management Center in October 1997. SSC merged with the Chemical, Biological Defense Command to become the Soldier and Biological Chemical Command in October 1998. At this time the installation was renamed the United States Army Soldier Systems Center. Tenant units and facilities. The SSC hosts several tenant units and facilities at its Natick installation. The United States Army Natick Soldier Research, Development and Engineering Center, also known as the U.S. Army Natick Soldier Center, or the Natick Army Labs, an element of the U.S. Army Research, Development and Engineering Command at Aberdeen Proving Ground, Maryland. At Fort Beaver, Virginia. The United States Army Research Institute of Environmental Medicine, a subordinate lab of the U.S. Army Medical Research and Material Command, headquartered at Fort Detrick, MD, USA. The United States Army Installation Management Command. The United States Army Integrated Logistics and Support Center. The United States Coast Guard Clothing Design and Technical Office. The United States Navy Clothing and Textile Research Facility. The Program Executive Office Soldier. The United States Army Product Manager Force Sustainment Systems. The United States Army RDECOM Acquisition Center, Natick. The Natick Contracting Division of RDECOMAC, Aberdeen Proving Ground, Maryland. An office of the Government Services Administration. An office of the Hanscom Federal Credit Union, an office of the United States Health Services Command, an office of the Defense Automated Printing Service, an office of the United States Army Audit Agency, the Doriot Climatic Chamber Complex, Combat Rations Production and Packaging Facility, 3D Anthropometrics Laboratory, Camouflage Evaluation Facility, Rain Court, Hydro-Environmental Chamber, Shade Room, Fiber Plant, Thermal and Flame Laboratory, Military Operations in Urban Environment Lab Facility. Products and Systems. Natick Labs has developed or is developing the following items as systems: the MIE, irradiated food, the Instant Chapel, bulletproof clothing, polyload carriage equipment, Land Warrior, Future Soldier, Future Force Warrior, Collective Protection Shelters, Interceptor Body Armor, Quapple, a water repellent, water and stain resistant textile treatment,